Good morning, everyone. It is 8:30 on Tuesday, December 22nd, and it's morning briefing time. Snapshot of the region this morning, updated numbers from the unaccompanied children in the Rio Grande Valley. Those were as of yesterday. We do have the Oklahoma disaster declaration request in process. All of our damage assessments have been completed, and we have no fire management grant requests to talk about this morning. As we switch over to the geo platform this morning, things are quiet right now. We have some colors on the map. Randy's going to tell us all about those in just a moment. Before we go there, no changes at the national level. Both are at steady state, as is the region. No changes to our state EOCs at this time. We do have one change to the IMAC status. IMAC Team 3 has returned from Oklahoma. No shelters to talk about this morning, and no significant power outages today. So now we'll turn it over to Randy to tell us about the weather.
All right, thanks, Paul. Yeah, it's pretty active, it looks like, starting in New Mexico. So that's where the next fairly big storm system is going to move into the area, and snowfall should increase, especially in the higher terrain. There may be some travel impacts in the higher terrain in New Mexico. And you can see in that map there, you've got some of the winter storm warnings highlighted, especially in the northwest part of the state, and some high wind warnings too. The typical impacts you normally see in the higher terrain in New Mexico when a big storm system comes in, we'll see those. High wind, it looks like potential for blowing snow, accumulation of snow, and some travel impacts, especially in the northwest part of the state in the higher terrain. So that's really that. Plus, you can see there too on this map, there's still some ongoing, at least minor to moderate flooding in East Texas. And for the threat matrix, so we've really tried to highlight the severe weather potential for both today and tomorrow further east. It looks like thunderstorms should develop in the top right graphic. We've highlighted just a rough approximation there where thunderstorms should develop around somewhere pretty close to I-35 and then begin to move east towards the Arklatex region later today and then overnight. So some hail and damaging winds are possible there. Bigger severe weather threat looks like in parts of Louisiana and Arkansas for tomorrow afternoon especially, and then especially east of the Mississippi River it looks like. But Arkansas and Louisiana look like they're going to be involved in that. Some heavy rain potential further south and eastern portions of Louisiana too. And then the last, on the bottom right of this graphic here, it looks like this is our next system that we're looking at for this weekend. So we're concerned about heavy rain and potential flooding in Oklahoma and parts of Arkansas, starting probably Friday night and continuing through the weekend. And then we're also concerned about impacts from winter weather, again, New Mexico and into the Oklahoma and Texas Panhandle, late Saturday through Sunday and even into Monday. And then here's the graphic that really highlights in the yellow, the top left, shows where the greatest potential for large hail damaging winds and maybe an isolated tornado later this evening and then overnight. Northeast Texas, southeast part of Oklahoma, and western Arkansas. And then a better chance, it looks like, for Arkansas and Louisiana tomorrow afternoon. And it could be a big day for areas around the Mississippi River and east, just outside of the region. But we'll see. We'll have to watch and see exactly how that works out. We may end up with more of a threat into eastern Arkansas, so we're going to watch that pretty closely. And then things calm down for Thursday in our region. It looks like maybe a lingering storm in the southeast part of Louisiana, but otherwise pretty quiet. And then Friday looks pretty quiet too. But yeah, anyway, today, kind of summarize severe threat, it looks like in the Arklatex region, ongoing flooding in the river systems in East Texas, and then potential for heavy rain, mostly in southeast Louisiana, it looks like over the next 24 hours or so, and the better chances of that increasing by this weekend. And then we're doing pretty good on the drought situation, it looks like, and no significant space weather impacts. Any questions?
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. And if you have any questions, you know what to do. In the meantime, we'll take a look at the events for next week. Everything is complete for this week. So these are the things that are going on next week and next year. On this day in 1983, first day of winter in Waco, Texas, set a record low temperature of 12 degrees above zero. And there's a picture from Waco, Texas. Any questions today? All right. right, everyone. Have a great Tuesday. We'll talk to you tomorrow.